Thank you for the introduction. I cannot tell you how delighted I am to be here tonight. After more than 2 years of Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meets, dress shirts and pajama bottoms, social distancing and flattening the curve, herd immunity and self-quarantine, I'd like to think that we are through the worst of it. And to be here tonight in person and to be in the presence of the breadth and depth of our community, to see the strength of life sciences in this room is energizing. I could not be more sincere when I say to you, it's good to see you. And you know, this really is my favorite evening of the annual calendar of events in the life sciences sector. This is the time we come together and recognize the outstanding achievements of some remarkable people and companies. My sincere congratulations to all of those being recognized this evening, as well as to those who were nominated. On behalf of the this is an extraordinary sector full of extraordinary people, and I'm proud to be a part of it, particularly in the last 2 years with the response to COVID from companies, LSO members, everyone in this room tonight, truly. I would add to that list the LSO team. As chair of LSO, let me say that Jason Field, our CEO, and his team are to be commended for steering the organization through some very rough waters and emerging stronger than ever. This is an unusual story in the not-for-profit sector. This success was in some ways years in the making, and certainly a consequence of the team's ongoing resilience, creativity, and dedication so clearly on display these last 2 years. Supporting this outstanding group were an enormous team of volunteers who dedicated their time and their talents to LSO. Our success was also reliant on the support of the growing numbers of members, partners, and sponsors who continue to believe in and support our vision for a vibrant life sciences ecosystem in the province of Ontario. On behalf of the Board of Directors, let me tell you that we are incredibly grateful for the contribution of all to the achievements. We can also be grateful for how far we have come as a sector in the eyes of government. They are, I would suggest, the third leg of a strong life sciences sector stool, the other being industry and academia. I have spoken more times over the course of more years than I would care to mention about the importance of the life sciences strategy as the cross pieces in that stool multiplying its strength. I have been at this podium before, and I have been incredibly optimistic about our future. I have stood before you at times and been angry at the lack of progress. This evening, I'm here in a state of almost satisfaction at where we have arrived. Now, make no mistake, we have far to go, and let's not be naive. Our work to foster a vibrant life sciences sector in the province will never be finished. It will always need to be nurtured. We will need to continue to look after it, to support it, to come together as one voice and work in partnership with government. But I believe we have arrived at a place where governments now understand the importance of the life sciences sector, and we find ourselves in the unprecedented place of having both the federal and the provincial governments agreeing to build a life sciences strategy. Not built by government, but with government, with the sector, with academia, together as partners. The goal, of course, is to build a strategy that provides the vision on where we need to go, creates alignment within government on the importance of life sciences, and helps tell the world that Ontario has a leading jurisdiction with a vibrant life sciences ecosystem. The Ontario government entitled the strategy Taking Life Sciences to the Next Level, Ontario's strategy. And while the definition of life sciences is more restrictive than we would recommend, phase one of the strategy calls for the creation of what they describe as a forward-looking Sciences Council that will include executives and leaders from the sector and will be tasked with working together on a plan to make Ontario a top hub for innovation growth and life sciences investments with government, with industry, with academia, with the life sciences sector together as partners. I would like to think that this shift is due to the work that the LSO community has completed over the last decade. It was certainly influenced by the pandemic, having shone a spotlight on the importance of life sciences for governments and the general public. Part of it is certainly the contribution we make to the economy and fighting COVID-19. Whatever the source, when we bring together government, industry, academia, the life sciences sector, we are building something which the world will sit up and take notice, where the vibrancy of the life sciences sector and the ecosystem in the province of Ontario is understood globally, and where the billions of dollars in venture capital on the planet sit up and say, hello, and turn their focus towards the amazing innovations that come out of the universities, public institutions, scientists, innovators, and entrepreneurs. For our part, LSO will continue to fight for the implementation of this strategy, the sector, an increasingly vibrant life sciences ecosystem, and the success of all those entrepreneurs, scientists, researchers, business leaders that work every day to make a difference. Thank you for allowing me to share my thoughts. I do hope you enjoy the evening.